So when you were a kid, what was your favourite comic? I used to love the Beano and the Dandy. I got them every week. There were loads of them, of course. There was the Bunty as well, Mandy, and my other favourite was Roy of the Rovers. Well, the revamped Beano hits the shops today, and it's thanks in no small part to a Liverpool-based artist as well. Nigel Parkinson designs the cover, Dennis the Menace and Minnie the Minx as well. And he's with me in the studio now. Hello, Nigel.
Hello.
Well, thanks very much for coming in. I've just literally been given a copy by yourself of the new Beano and been taken back down memory lane, really, with some of these characters that I'd completely forgotten about. Calamity James, the Bash Street Kids, as we've mentioned there, Minnie the Minx, Banana Man. Who was the other one that I mentioned? Which
Roger the Dodger.
Roger the Dodger.
They're all there, folks. They're all there.
That was there, all the old favourites. How did you get into this job? Tell us.
Oh, I just always wanted to do it. It was a question of not really even considering doing any other job. When I was a kid, I was always drawing, always reading comics, and I just kind of assumed that's what I'd do. And lo and behold, after only, I think it took me about 17 years of trying, I ended up at the Beano when I was quite an advanced age.
Right. And was the Beano always what you were kind of working towards, was it really?
Well, it's the king of comics. Let's be in no doubt about that. It's the king of comics. And so, yes, it's great to be at the Beano, and it's great to be in charge of Dennis at the moment. It's really fun.
Yeah, so how long have you been in charge of Dennis then?
Getting on for 20 years now. I've been drawing him almost every week. For a long time.
You must feel like you know him really well.
I do. I know him very well.
So do you have a lot of people working with you on Dennis the Menace then?
Yeah, well, we have a writer, Nigel Parkinson, who's a crazy writer. I have my colourist, Nika. She does a great job. And between us, we follow the instructions of the team down in London, Beano, what are they called? Beano.com. They're all, no, it's called something else. Anyway, and they all tell us, what's going to be happening next, and we all work together. It's a big team effort. It's not just me.
Yeah, and you also worked on the Dandy, and when I was growing up, I used to get both comics. Right. But I always, they were always big rivals, weren't they?
Well, they were rivals, but little secret, folks. They were actually had offices opposite each other, and it was about 2 yards across the corridor from one door to the other.
So they're the same company then, yeah?
Exactly the same. Although when someone went from one office to the other to borrow a cup of sugar or something, they all kept quiet and didn't tell them what was happening. So there was rivalry.
Yeah, and the Dandy, the Beano was always a slightly better seller, wasn't it? Is that fair to say?
No, that's not. At one point, the Dandy actually, one week in 1951, topped over 2 million copies, and the Beano's never sold 2 million. But once Dennis the Menace started in 1951, then the Beano was on the rise, and it's never stopped.
Right, and the Dandy's, it's defunct now, is that right?
It is indeed defunct.
But there's, I'm noticed they still do an annual. Yeah,
we still have and we still have a summer special, and we still have occasional things happening. So it's not quite dead.
Because of course the big controversy was when didn't Desperate Dan have to get rid of his cow pies?
Well, there's been lots of things we've done over the years. You may remember there was a bit of controversy about beef at one point in Britain, and we had to do something about that. And then there's other things which we've had to, like the teacher's cane in Bash Street Kids had to go 30 years ago because it's just not acceptable. So we have to keep abreast of the times, and that's one of the things that we're doing today is doing something new.
Yeah, well, I mean, why do you think Dennis has survived so long and continues to be loved by it's not just kids, is it? It's adults as well.
Everyone loves Dennis. Yeah. Well, the reason is because he's the original. He's the great original iconic character. Oh, I said iconic. I promised I wouldn't say. In British comics. And not only in comics, but he's one of the few characters that everyone all over Britain knows. And he's a mischief maker. He gets in and out of trouble, as we'd all like to do. And nothing ever seems to happen to him. He's back next week with his trusty dog, Nasher.
And is the fan club still going? I think I was in the fan club, actually.
No, the fan club's not going anymore.
Oh, no. So my membership has ceased.
It is expired probably about 20 years ago, by the look of you.
Right. Oh, thanks very much. Yeah. Well, no, actually, that's quite complimentary. I think it's a bit longer than that.
Sorry.
And how have comics changed in all the time you've been working on them? Because, of course, we've got the internet now, haven't we, and things like that.
Well, this is one of the big things about Beano.com, this new thing, because the Beano, the weekly comic, which you can still hold in your hand, like proper paper, is just one part of this new Beano.com website thing, which is like a hub of activity where we have videos and games and apps, all kinds of things. And eventually it'll be, not too long from now, it'll be TV shows and possibly even more than that. So lots of very exciting things. The comic itself is just the same as ever. It's loads of fun. The characters you all know, a few new ones, obviously to keep it fresh, and lots of exciting, funny stuff. Funny is the word.
It always was funny. I'm sure it still is. And you mentioned about the TV. They've already had a Dennis the Menace TV show, haven't they? Yeah,
they've had 2, and there's going to be another one.
Wow.
Yeah.
And kids still want this. There's still, I mean, you wouldn't be doing it otherwise, would you? But there's still definitely a market out there to pick up the comic.
Well, the Beano is actually selling more now than it was 5 years ago.
Is it
It's
really?
one of the few print publications which is increasing. We expect it to increase a bit more now.
So every week you sit down in your Liverpool home, draw Dennis the Menace. Dennis the Menace is a Scouser.
In effect, he is, yes. The way I draw him, he is, yes.
And do you think you'll ever get tired of doing it? You know,
No, I've been doing it a long time, and every week I'm delighted and thrilled to be doing it because it's a great job, let me tell you.
I bet it is. Well, thank you very much for coming and telling us about it.
Pleasure.
People can get a copy in most
almost everywhere.
And if not, can you buy an online copy?
You can get an online one. You don't have to go paper at all if you don't want to. Subscriptions are great. They're 13 weeks, not bad.
Well, there you go. Get the plug in. Why don't you?
Come on.
Do you know what the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go home and I'm going to show my kids a copy of the Beano because they're 8 and 5 and they've probably never seen one.
Oh, well, they're ideal. Beano.com, everyone. That's what you need to do.
Okay, enough of the plugs now.
Okay.
Nigel, great to see you.
Thanks
very much for coming in.